like that, you know, to have as many ups and downs and come out on top at the end?
Yeah, you know, the main thing I'll probably say it a lot throughout this interview, but we kept believing. That was what it was all about. We talked about that all week. Is just believing in, you know, us as an offense, believing the defense, believing, you know, what this team is all about, and that's what we did throughout the game. There were ups and downs. We knew there was going to be ups and downs. Coach Zook talked about it all week. If guys, you know, thought it was going to be an easy win, they were definitely wrong going into that. But Coach Zook said all week, with the rivalry game, you're going to have ups and downs, and that's exactly what we had, but we kept believing. That was the main thing that we just kept saying on the sideline, kept saying, you know, at halftime in the locker room, just keep believing, you know, the coaching that we've had all week, believe the preparation, believe that what we're going to do out there on the field will work, and you know, that's what happened.
Zook told Petrino not to be cautious before the game, and Petrino said, all right, let's go for it.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad he said that, and I think we could tell that. Second play, I think we threw a big-time pass to AJ. AJ made a great catch on a great route, really. He didn't have to make too tough of a catch because of the greatness of his route. But, yeah, we definitely threw caution to the wind. We were able to throw the ball down the field and execute some longer plays. And Coach Petrino actually talked about that. You know, he told me in our meeting, I meet with him every Friday morning, he said, it's going to be big for us to hit shots when we call them, and we did a good job, probably as good as we ever have done, of just hitting the plays down the field when they were there today.
Talk about being 5-0.
5-0, yeah, it's good, and more importantly than that, we're 1-0 in our conference. You know, and that's exactly where we wanted to be. You know, with the competition we faced, with the teams we faced, we felt like we've seen a lot of different looks, a lot of different styles. And to come out 5-0 after these first 5 games that were all at home, we always talked about, you know, I know I talked about with you guys before the season that, you know, 5 games at home, you know, you guys got to take advantage of that, and we did a good job of that. So, you know, we took advantage again today and found a way to win, and we look forward to playing again. That's the best part about, you know, getting into conference play. It's next week, you got another big game, you got big game after big game, and you just get excited about playing that competition.
When's the last time you aired it out like that?
Aired it out like that. I don't know if I ever. I had 391. I think that's probably a career high. I think I had 295 in high school. What did I have in Arkansas State? 200, mid 200s. Yeah, so that's the first. So that was pretty fun.
Talk about the wind.
The wind didn't affect me too much. Obviously, it didn't have a huge effect. I think the kickers, you probably need to ask them if the wind was bothering them.
But what does this do for defensive game planning against you guys?
It makes it tougher. You know, that's what we feel like every week. We've been pulling out kind of new things that we've been able to do well. Certain weeks we're running the ball well. Certain weeks we're running the option well. Certain weeks we're throwing the ball down the field. And sometimes it's short throws. And now we're a pretty dynamic offense. And we feel good about that, and feel like defense should be, you know, getting a little more nervous every time they're playing us.
Talk about Spencer being a compliment, an underneath guy to AJ going deep.
He made a lot of big catches today, and we knew he could. If you talk to Coach Petrino after, you know, fall camp, we felt like Spencer was, you know, one of our most solid receivers, and, you know, obviously due to defenses, you know, it might not have got the ball as much as we thought in the earlier games, but we knew he was a playmaker, and he did a great job of that. The thing about Spencer, he's a big guy, has long arms, jumps well. You can really throw it anywhere around him, and he can find a way to make a catch. You know, and the other thing he's been doing great is blocking his butt off. And for him to be, you know, that well-rounded as a receiver, it helps us as an offense.
AJ didn't really want to talk about his performance today that much.
AJ didn't?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
What do you have to say about what he was doing out there?
Well, I'll talk about it. You know, honestly, he had a great week of practice. We felt like in practice this week, we threw the ball well. We thought he made a lot of plays for us in practice, and you know, we were excited to see him go out there and make plays. You know, that's what we expect from him. We expect for him, you know, to have stuff down the field, short stuff, make plays each time he can. Each time he gets a chance to make plays, we expect him to do it, and that's what he did a great job of today. He was consistent throughout the game, and really, you know, just had a breakout game, and you know, I'm real proud of him. It was fun throwing the ball to him and seeing him just make big plays like that. It's fun to see your receivers do that as a quarterback.
In Rantoul,
you in person put on such a show. I mean, are you able to enjoy the moment, or are you just so into it that you really can't realize how great a game it was?
Well, I don't think you realize exactly, you know, the magnitude of it. but you knew it was, just one of those back and forth things in a rivalry game, and obviously hats off to them. They had just a great plan and executed well, and we're just glad to come out on top. That's the thing. You got to definitely, we had some times in the first half where we were stalling a little bit, and Coach Petrino's been doing a great job of just figuring out ways to get the ball moving down the field, and that's what we did, and we executed his game plan well.
Talk about being able to come back and score that game winner after, the Jason fumble and they go in. I mean, a lot of teams, that's pretty tough to get back from.
Well, it goes back to what we talked about, keep believing. And, at that time, after the fumble, you're like, dang. And it wasn't a dang that, that's the game or anything like that. We weren't thinking that at all. It was, dang, we could have ended it right there. Now it might make things a little difficult on us. But we kept believing, and no doubt about it. And if people had doubt in their mind when AJ went and made that first play when we were down, caught a ball over, one of their defensive backs, and really made a tough grab, then people definitely were believing after that. And we believed as an offense through and through that we'd find a way to win. That's the best thing we've been doing all year, just finding a way to win every game. Offense, defense, special teams coming together, and that's really when teams have a chance to be special. That gives you a chance.
In Rantoul,
bragging rights come up.